I got somebody in here. What's happening? What's the matter, old man? Huh? Puppetron, what's going on, buddy? Mr. Glenn Codas, what's up? What's going on in the big city and the country, I guess? Glenn's in the big city, Puppetron's in the country. How's Jack Black coming, Puppetron? Getting ironed out? It's raining there, huh? It's cloudy here, but it ain't supposed to start raining until later on tonight. What's up with you, Glenn? How you been? I think tomorrow's supposed to start cooling off, be in the high 60s, which is going to be awesome. You know, as fat guys, we like that cooler weather. NBS Rise, congratulations on your 6,000. Yeah, we ended up getting COVID. Man, it really took the wind out of my sails there. Cam. Blue Trans Solenoid. Holy fuck. You can't win for losing, can you? Yeah, I just was going through trying to get caught up on some of my stuff and seen your post that you hit 6,000, man. That's awesome. I'm kind of stuck in a rut. It happens though. Oh yeah, the whole house got it, Cam. We went 2.5 years dodging that shit, and then we got vaccinated and all that shit, and then we finally it caught up to us. And hey, hello, sweetheart. How's work going? When you put a video up, Glenn? I haven't seen any posts. Better go back and check me. You know how YouTube is. Sometimes they'll take one of your subscribers and unsubscribe. I don't know why in the hell they do that. It pisses me off. But I haven't got any notifications that you posted a video. I think I did go to your one, Glenn, that you started a new channel. I think I commented on that one. No hitting on my woman, Papatron. Yeah, I seen you started that one new channel, Glenn. That was pretty cool. I'm trying to get Jenny to start one on her crafting and stuff. I bet you she'd go farther than what I'm going. Glenn said it's raining there. What's the weather like over there, Papatron? Hey, Mark, what's happening, buddy? Old man in the shop's in the house. Oh, I got you, Glenn. Yeah, we're going to probably be doing a new video. We'll have one out by Friday. We're trying to get the El Camino back in shape. We did some off-camera testing and twisted the drive shaft and broke the ladder bars, busted up the tail shaft on the trans. Yeah, not good. But you guys seen the video of me pulling it apart. But that Bay City Rollers race is coming this Sunday. And Outlaw Profanity Garage, which is real good friends of ours now that's local here to us. They're going. They got a badass Monte Carlo that they built. They got a S10 with a 383 in it, fuel injected 383. They're going, and they really want me to go. And I just been trying. That COVID shit put me down. Shit, I was down for 2 weeks. We ended up going camping and shit, man. But I was struggling, still struggling. But I feel a lot better. I got all the congestions gone. I had a headache in my eyeballs real bad, and congestion in my chest and shit. But as soon as I got better enough again, I still fucking smoked. God, I can't kick this fucking habit. I wish I can. But we got the drive shaft built. That's all back. I'm going to try and get the ladder bars welded up. And we're going to take the tail shaft over to Tony's and just switch it out. So I don't know what the fuck, man, why it did what it did. It's never done that. It's always left good, but it power hopped real bad. You guys know what power hopping is. I mean, pa 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 pa, and but the drive shaft, I think, was a lot of the cause from before. Yeah, right in the center, it twisted it. Not around. But that was from before, because it had a vibration out at US 131. No, it didn't dead hook. You go back and look at the tracks, and they were dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, and you could feel it in the car. And that's when I decided to pull it apart. Plus when we were out at 131, I had a little vibration out, on the big end, but it never power hopped. And I was like, man, something ain't right. But when they installed the ladder bars on that car, they had them, they're bolted to the frame, obviously. Then in the back, where the brackets go around the rear end, the back caps that hold them onto the rear end, they got a weld that runs, on there, and all that shit's crap. I never put none of that shit in the video, or the tail shaft, or none of that shit. I figured, it is what it is. But when I go over to Tony's, I'm going to put it on the trailer and take it over to Tony's and weld the rear end back up, and I'll probably video that and show how it's cracked. But yeah, that drive shaft, the vibration that we had in it, the guy told me, he's surprised that it's lasted that long. Because the car used to have a trans brake in it, had 456 gears in it. We ran it on slicks. It used to leave like a moto. But we're going to take her down to Ubly, hopefully, on Sunday. There's a 56% chance of rain they're calling for on Sunday. So hopefully it don't rain, and we're going to spray the balls off it, see what happens. I think I got everything tuned pretty good. I just ordered a set of, I had them NGK 5671 9s-9, and I was doing a lot of reading, and that's too cold. So I went and ordered a set of NGK 8s today. They should be here Friday. Yeah, hopefully it runs pretty decent. I mean, it ain't going to be what it used to be, but we over the years, before I even started building this channel, 3 years ago, we started detaming that car back then when I wanted to get it all redone. We dropped the compression. It used to be 13-to-1 compression with that Dart motor that Tony bought. The trans brake in it. We ran it on slicks. She's only getting sprayed 150 shot, and what it does, it ain't going to go 9s. I'm having a hell of a time getting it back into the upper 11s on motor, Glenn. I ain't going to bullshit you. That gear change and tire change really knocked the fuck out of the mile an hour. 13-to-1. Yeah, but I can't, last year, When we took it to Ubley, was it last year or the year before? The year before. Yeah, before it went to Dave's. It was running 1120, 1140s. It ran 1080s before, like I said, with the trans braking all that bullshit at one time with that Dart engine in it, but this one never, low 11s is all it's capable. And then we took the gear out of it, went to the 410s. This was right before I started the channel, because I wanted to drive it more. So we dropped the compression. Tony bought that engine off me, which went into his white Trans Am, and I went from a 64cc head to that 70. I think it's a 75. Eights. Maybe in the Blazer, but not that fucking El Camino. So I told Jen, every time we go to hammer on the fucker, we left the car show that night, and we didn't video, of course. That was when it was fucking hot out. I think it was the last one we went to. And we got around the corner here, and I bring it up and just dump that son of a bitch. And as I said, it power hopped, and that's when I said, you know what, enough's enough. I'm tearing it apart. And that's when we found the dry. I thought they were lying to me about the dry shaft, because I took the dry shaft out of the car, and there ain't even so much as I can't see a ding, a dent, nothing in it. But when they put it on the balancer, because I told him, I said, well, hell, I'm just going to pick it up. And he's like, well, it's still on the balancer if you want to look for yourself. And I went back there, and right in the center, you take a pencil and you stick it in your fingers and you go real fast, and how it's wavy. That thing was bouncing up and down, and that's a pretty good time. Hell yeah, Mark. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think 8s are fine. My buddy that's got that El Camino, that 65 El Camino, he's got a 6.0 in it, carbureted, and he's running nitrous, and he's running 7s. But, I can't find a chart out there, because I'm running the 3924 Autolite racing plugs right now, which is a 14 millimeter, 3/4 reach. And I can't find a chart out there to find out what step colder plug that is from that. So yeah, Joint Clutch and Gear is a badass place. Well, they got one there. I'm sure they probably got one down by you too. I told them, I didn't mean nothing by it, questioning their professionality, I guess you could say. It's just, man, I was so over it. I thought maybe then I take the rims in to get the rims rebalanced, because they haven't been balanced in a while, the tires. And he puts them on the balancer, and I go to pick them up after dropping the drive shaft off and, getting all that $400 bill later. I go pick the rims and tires up, and he tells me the rims are junk. They're bent. I'm like, how in the fuck can they be bent? I could see if I was power sliding and hit a curve or something, but oh, and Taylor, okay. Yeah, I got mine figured out, because I don't know if you remember back in one of my earlier videos, I had trouble when we first put this engine in the car, Mark, of it breaking up. And I changed distributors. I tried this. I tried that. I bought a brand new, that was that 830 annual booster Holly carb, brand new. I bought that. I couldn't figure it out. And finally I found, hacked out a bunch of that old guy's wiring and shit, and figured that was probably it, but still breaking up. And what it was, I was running the 3923 Autolite plugs, which is a colder plug, and they were just soaking them. I mean, it couldn't keep up. I mean, you could free rev it all day long. It sounded great, but put it underneath the load, and it was breaking up. I went out and talked to a buddy of mine that actually we dynoed the engine at, and he said, change the plugs. I'm like, man, the plugs are brand new. He said, change the plugs. So I did. Put that hotter heat range in there. Ain't broke up since. So, hey, Lloyd, what's happening, buddy? So you learn something new every day. I've always said that on my videos. I don't claim to be the the brightest. You know, I learned just like everybody else. I don't claim to know it all, and that's how you learn is through experience, I think. But he was right; it was the plugs. You know, and I was scared. I'm like, God damn! I said, if it was breaking up before with a one step colder plug from what I got in it right now, it's the plugs, the air fuel ratio. I love the plugs; they look good. So and then what is it from a 3924 to that NGK9? How many heat range difference is that? So I was just going by what my buddy's spraying, his Nitrous Express kit. And one guy said, well, you can just use stock plugs, whatever heat range that you're running good on NA, just pull timing. But I don't know. You melt the ends of the fucking plugs off or what? There's our boy Terrence dinging in. Said he's eating dinner. He wants to join us. But yeah, I don't see no link that you posted above, Glenn. Yeah, because I got a 3924 Autolite Racing plug, and it doesn't tell you on Nitrous Express's Hitman kit, which is what we got on the El Camino, what they just said run a colder plug. One step colder would be fine for that. Get your ass back in the garage. Are you talking to Lloyd? How is your garage coming, Lloyd? Or your barn, shop, whatever you want to call it? I'm done. Yeah, so I got to put the wheels back on the car after I get the drive shaft and the tail shaft put back in it. And I'm going to watch them. I did that before, and they weren't, because I questioned before. Because I bought them rear wheels and the tires used. And I checked them, and they weren't wobbling. So I think, he's a good friend of mine out there. He does all my tire work. But I really think he had it mocked up wrong on the balancer. Chucked up wrong, I guess you could say. Pissing me off. I'm far from a carpenter. You ain't kidding, man. That's my life story. Jenny wants me to build her, shit that she sees, and I can't cut a straight line to save my life. I went and bought one of them. I don't know what you call them, chop saw type deal for wood. Where you can lock the ends in, and I still managed to fuck that up. But again, it is what it is. I seen you, Mark, working on that carburetor. Ain't that some shit? How that coating's coming off? We're gonna have to get down there soon and check it out, Lloyd. AR 3934 is an NGK 5871-8. Yeah, see, I'm running the 3924s. That's what AFR, when I bought the heads, it came with a chart, and that's what they recommended for plugs. So that's the only reason I started running Autolite. Let me see if I can find it here. But yeah, this is $4.99 a piece. The R5671A-8s is the same. It's got the same thread or 14 millimeter thread, 3/4 reach, non-resistor. They're supposed to be a good nitrous plug. So I think old man's garage on his Malibu, he was running NGK 9s also. And then he dropped down to a different plug also too, I think, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, but it's the end of the year, so we're gonna give it a shot and see how my tuning skills are with the nitrous. I'm gonna hit it from like a second gear roll. I ain't gonna come off the line with it. So the 3924 is a 5 NGK 5. So I'll be 2 steps colder then, right? If I go, well, actually 3 steps colder. Wow, that's quite a fucking jump. Because the 3924, man, I got dialed in good. I mean, the air fuel mixture looks perfect with wide open throttle. When we were at US 131 with Papatron and them, I had to tear it apart and rejet it. It was way lean, and then got after the run, got home, took it off the trailer, and then pulled the plugs, and it was a little rich, so I actually went back. I dropped 2 more jet sizes back the other way, so we went up to the car meet up here, and perfect. But that all changes as soon as you turn that kit on. Papatron knows all about that. He ain't afraid to melt some plugs. Just stick with the auto lights. That's a little hot, ain't it? The 5s. I mean, on that hot rod, what is that on Motor Trend, where they dyno all them cars and shit with David Freiberger and all them guys? They put that little 305 on there, and they were spraying the balls off it. I think they got up to 600 horse with it, and they were using stock plugs in that. So I don't know if 150 shot is even going to. I don't know. I guess we'll try it. I know it. Yeah, Engine Masters. There we go. Hey, Hoosier's Garage. What's up, man? See, the old Duster's coming along good. Yeah, first run out, they popped her light. I was like, wow. I couldn't believe my eyeballs and my ears. You think so too, Mark? Because I got told by other people that 150 is fine, as long as I got the fueling right. You know what I mean? Pressure on the bottle and the flowing fuel rate. I still think I should just go out there and hit a second gear hit, spray it in second, shut it down, and coast to the end and pull a plug just to make sure, and then bring them 8s with me. That's probably what I'll do, because it's a bitch on that driver's side to change on plugs. I got to pull the steering shaft out and all that shit. Awesome, man. Heck yeah. My phone's been being stupid. I haven't been getting people's posts on their videos, and the videos that do pop up, I write comments and then they don't comment back. So I don't know if my comments went through or I don't know. I don't know if my phone's taking a shit or if YouTube's doing what they do. Because sometimes I got to go resubscribe to channels, which I just said earlier, that really pisses me off. I don't see how they can, go unsubscribe channels that I subscribe to on my shit. But I ain't the only one bitching about it. Yeah. I mean, everything's forged, man, but I got $12,000 into that engine. I don't want to fucking tear it up just because I'm being a dumbass and all winter to fix stuff's going to be my blazer. But I understand what you're saying, Mark. But the deal was, that I made with the missus once we started getting the body work done on it, and that, like I said before, I even started this channel. She wanted to drive and make it more street legal, because that's when we first got that car. It was crashed in the rear quarter. Somebody did a donut and smacked no parking sign and shoved the quarter in. Hey, Mike. So the deal was that we were going to make a cruiser out of it. Well, the way I build shit, it turned into a fucking Dart motor, fucking 13-to-1, trans brake, 456 gears, slicks, and not very economical or whatever, you know what I mean? Economy-wise sucked. So we couldn't even take it to car shows or nothing. It sucked. So when I sold that engine to Tony and we got rid of the trans brake and all that shit, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to build this engine with lower compression, less the cam. So we went down to a 600 and the 75cc heads, but we're still like 10-8-to-1. And then took the gear out. Me and Tony put that 411 in it. And went from a 26-inch tall tire to the 20. I think what is the 275s come out? 28s, maybe 27s. It's a 275/60 is what's on there. And I think that might even be a 28-inch tall tire. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna take my generator, Mark, and I have that Puppetron gave me a bottle heater and 28 by 10. Awesome. That's what I thought. So we jumped up two inches on the tires too. I actually got pictures. I should post pictures of it, what it was with that Dart motor, because it looks totally different. You guys had center lines on it. The 26-inch tall tires, they were working good for quarter mile. I was getting my RPM I wanted out the other end. And now the RPM, we got a lot of room. But it ain't a race car again. It's a cruiser. Josh got rid of that Starfire, huh? Wow. Good for him. On to bigger and better things. I tell you what, I don't think I'm ever going to build another big block for myself again. Them things are just as expensive as fucking Mopar. Everything. .411s, Mark, is what's in it now. It had 456s in it. And 26-inch tall tires. At 45 mile an hour, that fucker was screaming over $3,000. Oh yeah. Well, small blocks are reasonable. You know what I mean? Puppetron, 150, you'll feel it. Go 250 and you'll enjoy the ride. Yeah, 10-8-to-1. I mean, I figured that's still pump gas, you know what I mean? Good gas. I wouldn't put no fucking cheap fucking 83 or whatever, the 87 octane shit in it, Speedway gas, but we got a Sunoco and a Shell. And if I do, sometimes I mix it 50-50. Outlaw Profanity Garage. What's going on, brother? So, sometimes I mix it 50-50, but for as much driving as we do with it, it's on race fuel pretty much all the time. Which my race fuel spot got bought out or changed. I think it went to, I can't remember what it was. Oh, Dragon Fuel. And I used to run that VP Racing Fuel, the 110, all the time. And now I can't get it. I can buy a 55-gallon drum of it for $600. Boy, Mark, you got to have a big wallet, man. I tell you, I never thought it'd be so. I never thought it'd be. Trigon. So expensive on everything, man. It's just holy fuck. Then I'm questioning myself on the fucking dart head that I bought. Do you take somebody's word off the internet, even though their background of racing is awesome and all that shit? Or do you spend another, I think my buddy Phil told me it'd be anywhere from $400 to $600 to go through and check everything and do a valve job on it. I heard Cam 2's pretty decent, but they got what the fuck is it? What's that shit we're running? It's blue, whatever it is. That BP Racing Fuel was purple. Jesus Christ, 10 grand on a set of heads. What are they? The Big Chiefs? That's what I got in mine too, Mike. 8-inch. Mine's a 8-inch TCI 5500 on a big block. When we got that converter, it was behind a big block, and it'll stall the 4500 on a small block. Yeah, I've run that 100 octane AV gas too. It's got the smell. I love the smell, and the car loves it too. My car loves it on race fuel. Oh, okay. But is that them? These heads, them dart heads, them big blocks that I bought. I was watching. I was on a live stream with Richard Holdner the other night, and I asked a question if he thought that the 360 dart heads were too big for the 508 big block Chevy, and he said no. Hey, what's going on, Matt? Oh, no shit. Hopefully you ain't got that nasty COVID shit, because I just got over it. Well, almost. I'm still feeling a little but I'm 75% probably. Who said something about the blue gas? I missed it. 112 is 14 a gallon there. Yeah, I'm still getting the 110. It's BP Racing Fuel is what it is. And it's blue. I'm still getting that for what was it? $8.30 a gallon was when I went and got it. Looking forward to this weekend. I was just telling everybody, there's a pretty good chance of rain that day, so. Is this Kevin I'm talking to? 50-50 AV gas on pump gas. Yeah, it's supposed to drop off the temperatures, man. I'm going to get my ass back out in the garage and get that shit fixed. Oh, I figured it was either you or Kevin. I told Kevin, actually I had Jenny tell Heather, Sean, that if it doesn't come together, that they're more than welcome to use my car trailer to go if I can't make it. Look at Papatron rubbing that shit in. $2.45 a gallon. Must be nice. I know you can import here on my old hometown, you can, but I've never tried to get AV gas around here. But I would. I mean, 10-8 to 1 on 100 octane would be good to go. My one buddy's got a brand new Dominator E85. I think it's a, I don't even, I think a 1050, 1150, somewhere in there. What did he say? Fuck, I can't even remember the price. Another thing about COVID fucks your head up. Yeah, but I'm going to try and make it, Sean. Heather's like, yeah, tell Herb that the guy said they'd come over and help get it back together, because she thought it was just the drive shaft. You know what I mean? I said, well, they don't know about the rest of this shit, the broken ladder bars and the tail shaft that's all fucked up. And I found 2 big holes in my exhaust where, hey, Lloyd, you remember when we went out to dinner and all that big kabooms and the fire coming out of the tailpipes? When I was underneath there taking that drive shaft out, right at the fucking welds on my H-pipe, I got a size of a 50-cent piece hole and blew one of the mufflers out. Got a hole in that too. So when she goes to Ubley, it's going to be, I'm going to leave probably 18 inches of 3-inch pipe, and I'm cutting it off. It needs exhaust. Yeah, you remember. That son of a bitch sounded like an explosion. It was right at the welds too where it did it. You know, because it's not that stainless or nothing. It's just what do they call that other bullshit. Yeah, open headers. But I'm going to run the little bit of pipe on them. I heard that little bit of pipe works better than straight open headers. I used to run open headers all the time, but where it is on the way my headers come down, the driver's side's pointing right at my cross member and my shifting cable. So with me leaving, 18 inches or a foot of exhaust pipe, which is proven on dyno that it actually picks up a couple. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I got to have an exhaust build anyway. So, well, your drive shaft, you said that you had a vibration too. It's probably what it is. Even if it looks good, man, I tell you, they didn't charge me for putting it on and balancing it, to check the balance. Obviously, if they were going to balance it, I would have had to pay $60, but there was no balance in mine. That fucker was way out. Like I said, I thought they were bullshitting me at first, but it was legit. He said if you looked, he tried, explaining on the phone, but when he showed me how the U joints, how if you got a straight drive shaft, the one U joint is off from it ain't a straight line no more. That's where the twist is. Mike says, no, we got Dart 360s on a 509, made good power. That's what Richard was saying. He's like, you're good. They love the air pump is all it is, but you got to get the right camshaft too. So that's going to be my next scratch in my head, and because it's going to be a solid roller, obviously, and the springs are set up for 890 lift, and they're Net Tech springs. It's got the Manley severe duty nitrous valves in it, but they look good. But I don't know. I've never had very good luck on fucking Marketplace buying shit. Somehow or another, I always seem to get it shoved up my ass. Excuse my language, by the way, but it hurts sometimes. Your ass can't take much more of it. I know I don't want 890 lift in that thing. I was talking with Iski, and Iski's out all the way out until damn near December. Yeah, buyer beware, exactly. I mean, you're taking a chance. I mean, anybody can go look at shit, you know what I mean? Okay, there's no broken springs, but is there a bent valve? Is the guides wore out? You don't know until you pull a valve and look. But these were fresh out of a machine shop, like I said in my video, and he showed me receipts. But man, I just don't know. But I mean, is it worth the bottom end of my, my big block to put them on there and go out and hammer that son of a bitch and drop a valve? Me neither, Cam. I'm old fashioned, man. I'm all NA shit. Probably why I never been real fast yet, huh? You gotta have power adders to go fast. But I guess I'm still stuck in the late 80s, early 90s, when we were out street racing. And I've said it before on my videos, if you had a 10-second NA car or whatever, you were a badass. There wasn't much on the street beating you back then, when you have that. So, all right, Lloyd. Well, I appreciate it. We'll get with you soon, man. We want to get away for a night, and maybe we'll pop on through your neck of the woods, man. We never got to meet with you last time we were in town. That kind of bummed me and the old lady out. You owe me a dinner. I have been doing good on my diet, though. Tell you, Jenny found me these. It's water, but it's like a carbonated. There's 0 sodium, 0 caffeine, 0 calories, 0 sugar. I've been drinking them for the last month and a half and so, and I've actually dropped about 10 pounds. All right, Lloyd, sounds good, man. Have a good night. Don't work too hard, buddy. It's supposed to be cooler here in the next couple of days, so. $900 at the rocker on it. Whew. That was a rowdy son of a bitch. Yeah, we had that, I think it was a 686 or some shit in the old, the dart motor. It was a pretty big boy. Been doing good on my seafood diet. Well, they told me I had the pre-stages of diabetes, and I was like, holy fuck, I don't want to deal with that shit. So they put me on some pill called metformin and said I need to lose weight. But it is what it is. It was time to change. I haven't had pop, bread, potatoes, nothing. I do have a cheat day. Sundays when I do our big Sunday dinner for the kids or whatever, I'll make potatoes or, have biscuits or whatever. But through the week, and it's showing. Yeah, I'm kind of in a rut right now, Cam. It seems like I was doing good for a minute, and then I'm kind of stuck in the 1.92. It worked, didn't it, Sean? I was drinking the shit out of Cokes prior to this bullshit. I think I told you that when you stopped over. But I actually like, because I hate the taste of water. I mean, just, bleh. Which I've had people that been messaging me. They want to know where we or who we are and where we came from and how we got to where we are with cars and shit. So they asked me to do a video. And so I don't know. I was thinking about me and the wife sitting down and giving a backstory and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because I was only, 200 pounds and built like a brick shithouse. Muscular. And then I got hurt, man. I tell you, now I look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. 270 something pounds. I'm like, holy fuck, it's time to lose some weight, man. But I feel a lot better though since I've been losing weight. And I mean, like I said, it's only first time I went to the doctors, it was 6 pounds, and when I went last month, I think I dropped another 4.5. So it was like a little over 10 pounds in 2 months. So yeah, they just want to, because they couldn't believe on our anniversary that we were together for 31 years. And then on my TikTok is where I've got a couple messages too, showing them all my old cars and, well, how could you have that car at that age, blah, blah, blah. So I figured I'd do a video of, from when back then and how me and Jenny, how lucky I am to still have me a beautiful lady in my life, because I tell you what, I put her through some shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be straight up. I had a drinking problem, and I was into race cars, and I'd get out of work, go right straight over to my buddies, work in the garage, drink beer, go home, pass out, get up, do it all over again. And I tell her every day how sorry I am for all that bullshit. You don't realize what you have until it's almost gone, and it was almost gone. So I had to make a big change in my life, and I did. I almost stopped over your house the other day, Sean. I got there's a buddy of mine that lives on the corner of right before the tracks. There's a road. You know what road? I'm not going to mention no roads because I don't want to give your address or your location away. But on your road, right before the tracks, there's a road that goes off to the right. He lives right there, and his fiance's got a '73 Corvette that they want me to get running again. It has been running like 20 years. So I went over there and checked it out, and I knew you lived somewhere around there, but I couldn't pinpoint you. The Michiganders, what's going on? I was about 20 minutes behind the live stream. Oh, you didn't miss much, Cam. Just me bullshitting, reading the comments. Yeah, I didn't know if you were home or if you were out at Kevin's or what have you. I usually like to call before I just show up at somebody's house. But if I would have seen you out in the yard or something, I definitely would have swung. Tinkering with the 77 El Camino. Hell yeah. See them words right there? You already got my attention. El Camino. Well, you guys been working late, Kevin? Or Sean? That's cool, Cam. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I was saying about, it just seemed like I'm kind of stuck in a rut right now on with YouTube. I don't know what their deal is. One day it's this, next day it's down, next day it's back up. Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, my boy, I think everybody on here pretty much knows he's been racing with that the top 10 list around our area here. He beat that truck, that 60, might even be a 70 pickup with the 555 Merlin in it on spray. He beat him by a fender. He beat a brand new Z06 Corvette. Man, that fucking thing's rolling. Springs really helped out in the back. See y'all later. All right, Mike, I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. I've been watching your videos and commenting, man. Hopefully you get that thing back together and you're happy with it. Oh, what converter are you going to go with? Because that's the next big thing I got to change on mine. Yeah, he does, Cam. Let me see if I can pull his link up real quick. I don't know if he posted the last two races that he did, but he's number 3 on the list out of 10. So, and that thing is just a mild build, 355 flat top, 202 160 Edelbrock heads, and a little baby cam in that thing. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking something up right quick. See if I can find this. Yeah, because the car was coming up on the driver's side, torquing in the front like it's supposed to do, G body. Well, instead of it squatting down on the right rear, it would do that, and then it would squat down on the left rear and start chewing up his tire. Um, it was just doing too much of this shit. He couldn't. He time all that weight transfer happened. You're losing tenths right there. So I had him order a set of Moroso trick springs for the back, and it worked. He's not digging up the tire no more. He tells me, he's like, yeah, Dad, we need to go out there and play. I said, boy, just because you beat that Z06 in that big block Chevy truck, you better get your priorities straight before you come knocking on my door, son. But wouldn't that be some shit if that little 355 mild build spanked the ass off of that El Camino? I wouldn't be pissed, because I built that engine. I built that whole fucking car pretty much. I'd be proud. It's working. I mean, deep down, I'd kind of have a little bad of a heart, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't think it would happen. But if it did, good for him. Jesus, how many things are there here? I'm going to try something else here. Let me see. Oh, here it is right here. I don't know if anybody can see that. TYLOR Stagger. Let me drop a link in the comments here. I don't know how to do it on here though. It's on my community page though, Cam. If you go onto my community page, the link's right there. Now he ain't uploaded the last two races, but yeah, like I said, if you go to my community page, it's right on there. So that's awesome. So I told him, I said, Jesus, now you're taking my content that I use. Yo, mine usually got pretty good views. I guess I just build it and work on it for him, and he gets all the fame. Yeah, but I'm pretty proud of that little car, man. That thing runs good. For what it is. He wants to put that. I got a solid roller out here. I got the lifter, springs, the whole 9 yards, the whole kit. And he wants to put that on it and nitrous. We were going to go turbo with it, but he's like, Dad, I really don't want to go turbo. It's too much bullshit. The hot side, the cry side, or the hot side, the cold side, and trying to, get the carburetor to blow through. And he says, I'll just buy a plate kit and be done with it. He said, I'll be happy with that. Okay. You're a grown ass man. You can do what you want. It's your car. Which nitrous makes power too. I told him just wait till I get mine ironed out. That way, when we'll know what we're doing on yours. Or maybe I should let him be the test mule and I don't know. But everybody on here, NVS Rides here, Mr. Cam, he just hit 6,000 subs. If you guys don't have him, go get him. Got a good channel, a lot of nice cars. Outlaw Profanity Garage is another good one. Get them. And vice versa, guys. You guys see him on here, the Michigander. I'm definitely going to have to go check him out. El Camino Man. Glenn Codas, another good one. I always like to help spread the word and help support the hot rod community. How long you been doing this, Cam? To get the 6,000? I've been doing it for 2.5 years, and I'm stuck at 1.92, I think it is, or something now. 80 more I need to get to the 2,000, and that's, that was another. First, it was 1,000, was a goal, and then obviously 2,000 was my next goal, and we're almost there. 6 years, so 1,000 subs a year, basically. Did you hit 1,000 the first year? Oh yeah, we're definitely getting some ugly content. I'm gonna take my phone holder out of the Tahoe and I'm gonna stick it to the back window of the El Camino. I think I'm at. Let me see how many I got now for videos. I'm at 190 videos. I don't know. I was gonna do a poll because I see people doing polls now. Whether do they like shorter videos? Do they like the longer videos? I mean, I got to get a GoPro. I mean, this phone is such a piece of shit now. I've had it for years, and the quality of the videos I think is just shitty. Yeah, we hit 190, Cam, for videos. And I even went and deleted some of the old ones. I couldn't even stand watching them, so how could anybody else? They were shitty. But hey, everybody's got to start somewhere. I'm not saying, I think still some of my videos I shoot to this day are shitty. Some of them I don't like. I'm like, yeah. But my editor in chief, he's like, Dad, it's content. Put it out there. It is what it is. He's like, you're not out there, doing reshots and this and that. You pretty much give them what it is. I don't overlap or I don't know how to say it. Put a lot of editing into it and, try and make shit perfect. I tell you, I found out them do it yourself, like the wiring videos that I do, the carburetor videos, the engine building videos, them did real good. Sometimes, the El Camino videos, they don't do as good as I thought they do. The Blazer videos do good. A lot of people want to see that Blazer done and running, and so do I. It's just like I said, man, that everything for that thing is so goddamn expensive, man. It's like sometimes you just gotta sit back and take a break for a minute and just get caught up. Not saying money wise, because I don't use my house money for my cars. You know what I mean? That's my hustle money that I use out there. My side job monies is what I build that shit, out in the garage with. And it's just mentally, it's draining sometimes. It's like you want to keep content going, and you got to have deep pockets, man. Yeah, I mean, it ain't easy. Like I said, sometimes I misspeak, and people understand what I'm saying, but it's just I get caught in a rut. You know what I mean? It's like for a while there, I was like, hang with us, on my videos, and I was like, man, we need to cut that shit out. But you get used to doing it, I mean, so at your endings, you're saying the same thing. In the beginnings, you're saying the same thing, and in the middle, You know, when you're going from clip to clip, like from a time lapse back to a video clip, you know, I don't know, just sounded dorky, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to step my game up a little bit. But a GoPro, you know, I wanted the nice, the GoPro. And I was thinking to myself, well, if I even get the GoPro, the cheaper ones that you can just put on your car, you know, for that kind of content, because even Trevor, my boy that does my videos, he's like, Dad, you need to get like me and Mom, and then you rolling down the road in the El Camino, get some rolling shots of the El Camino, you know, instead of it just sitting in the garage and you talking about it. Let's get out there and, you know, video you doing a hit with it from behind or beside in the Tahoe and them videoing. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So just trying to change shit up, man, you know, trying to make it different. Seeing where I'm feel like I'm can better myself. But everybody's got to start somewhere, and you know, I've got criticized by, oh, did he just say that? Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna go back and edit a whole clip of 6 minutes of me doing something just because of one word I misspoke. It is what it is. I'm not perfect. Never claim to be perfect. Never will be perfect. It is what it is. Yeah, Glenn. I mean, once you get over that, like I said, you guys, you know, your content is good. You know, there's guys out there that doesn't even show their face when they talk. You know, they'll just point the camera, and I figured, you know, people want to see who's, you know, who they're talking to. So you're going to get criticism. You're going to get the internet haters, you know, the guys that are, and the way I look at it is like, you know what? Who are you? And do you, I mean, are you in your mom's basement doing a keyboard warrior shit? You know, or are you actually out in your garage working on shit? You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. Until you can show me that you're doing what I'm doing and you have what we're working on, I don't take it. I take it with a grain of salt. Some people get pissy on the, you know, I've watched videos of friends. They get mad when somebody gives them criticism. You know what I mean? And you can't let shit like that get to you. But I understand it gets frustrating, you know, people calling you a dumbass or you don't know what you're talking about. The internet will fucking eat you up and spit you out. You know, if you start talking about shit that you legitimately don't know what you're talking about, you shouldn't post that video. Oh, fuck, you're a star, Puppetron. What are you talking about? I read the comments on Josh's videos and fuck, they love seeing you on camera. And you're just like me. You say what's on your mind and you don't give a fuck. You're real. Glenn's real. Cam's real. Terrence is real. Outlaw Profanity Garage is real. And that's who I surround my people with. You know, you're not going to put on a face on YouTube that ain't really you. I mean, you come to my house tomorrow, you're going to see I'm the same dude that misspeaks, and it's me. You going to jump on here and say hi, Terrence? You get roasted on Instagram? I haven't posted anything to Instagram. I started that TikTok page and it helped my channel a little bit, but I'm not computer savvy at all. And my boy's like, Dad, you got to learn. So, you know, you're on your own on the TikTok. So I did. He don't wear no robe, Terrence. And he don't stogie no more. If anything, he's sitting in his garage with his feet up on his table, having a nice cold pop, is my guess. Or he's in the house, one of the two. I couldn't see Papatron in a robe. That'd be funny if I did, though. That'd be cool if it was, though. Or what movie was that on? Oh, yeah. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, it's probably some dude in his mom's basement that ain't got shit. Probably a raggedy old Monte Carlo in the 90s or something, rusted the fuck or something, ragging on our shit. I think anybody that has a channel, a car, or even doesn't even have to have a car, just to enjoy the hot rod community, you know what I mean? And ain't afraid to get their hands dirty. Them are the people that are real. Doesn't matter if you don't know everything or what your car is or what it ain't. Or I tell them, hey man, it's all good. I give everybody props on their car. Doesn't matter what it is. Like Tyler said, mine's called the shit box, and I'm not changing the name. Look at the back of this shirt, Puppetron. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let me see. I got a pretty big billboard, but that's I just had these ones made up. Could you see it? I mean, how could you miss it with my fat ass, right? Yeah, come on, Glenn. Oh, fuck, I gotta send the link. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Fuck, what a dumbass. See? There we go. Oh, let me see. How the fuck do I do it? You can tell it's been a while. It's been a while since I hold my head up high. It's been a while since I first called you. It's been a while that I could say that I wasn't addicted, and it's been a while. I guess I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. There it is, boys and girls, if there's any in here. Mr. Glenn.
Hey, what's up, buddy? I'm in the middle of cooking some bacon. So
you got to shut your one of them off.
I'm in the middle of cooking some bacon. So can you still hear me?
Oh yeah, there you go. That sounds better.
Can you still hear me?
Oh yeah, there you go. That sounds better. You got it.
All right.
We're echoing again.
Here's an idea for you. All right. Make a video of your top 20 YouTube channels that you watch and tag every person you watch in the video so everybody who watches them comes to your channel.
That's a good idea.
I don't know how to do the editing and shit, and I've had this idea for a while, but I don't know how to do the editing. You know.
What, do you still got your phone on and your computer or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because of that.
No, just got to turn the volume on your phone down.
I'm gonna get out of here because of that. I'm on my computer. I don't know why it's picking it up. I'm on my computer. I don't know why it's picking it up. So we'll catch you guys later. I just wanted to share that with you real quick.
Hell yeah, Glenn, man. Stop on any time, brother. What are you cooking? You said bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. What do you have, BLTs?
Bacon and eggs.
Oh, no shit. Breakfast for dinner. Hell yeah.
Then it's off to the gym.
Hell yeah.
I'll be back in the comments. Thanks, Herb.
All right, man. Be good, man.
Peace, everybody.
Yes, you can, Terrence. Hell yeah. Breakfast for dinner is always good, man. Jenny's been wanting me to take her, and but I don't even know where one is. Either an IHOP, but she's been craving one of them Belgian waffles, the strawberries with the whatever comes on it. Let me get Terrence on here. Captain Caveman! Holy fuck, you've grown a beard since the last time you were on.
Yeah, I look like a 1970s vagina.
Holy fuck. That's a big one, too.
Speaking of big ones.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, we got rid of the motor in the back and just put racing across it. We got I was gonna have a shirt done of the Blazer doing a wheelie.
Yeah.
But I got to get a hold of the company, obviously, because it wasn't me that took the photo. So it's got across the video or across the photo, it says proof or something. So he said that you would have to call the company that took the picture and get, so that proof wouldn't be across in the picture. So I don't know. I just might take a picture of the Blazer itself and do a Blazer shirt or something.
Why don't you see if you can't get both the Blazer and the Elk Grill?
What the fuck? How in the fuck is going on here? That was the first time in 5 years I've had this piece of shit phone that I've ever heard anybody talk on that. I'm telling you, this phone is fucked up. Leighton Motorsports is in the house. What's going on, brother? Or sister, or whatever. Welcome to the channel.
Where's Papa trying? Tell him to come on here. That ain't gonna happen.
I've got him on live before. We were
when he was in the hotel room.
Yeah, we were in the hotel room and he was on. We had a good time. We went out to the truck and he was showing me all of his funky gadgets on his phone. He said, you can look up anything. And, oh boy, you can. I said, type in Jessica Simpson's titties. Sure enough, Jessica Simpson's titties popped up.
Right then.
So how's the money, Smokey and the Bandit?
Is this going to work? Nope, it's not going to work.
We can just look at you like this for a while.
Well, I was trying to see if it would do the wide angle because I got a big ass fucking noggin. So, it's fine. It's been parked since then. It ain't been started up since then.
I'm surprised you didn't get a felony speeding and eluding.
You got to catch me first.
Look down and she's at 105 on your GPS. Woo.
Man, listen, man. I drive for a living. So when I said I'm done dealing with idiot drivers and I get on the highway to go home and I'm in the fucking Monte Carlo and there's an idiot driver across all 3 lanes doing 55 miles an hour and the speed limit is 70, get out my motherfucking way. Get out of my way. And the moment that Ford Explorer that was in the fast lane doing 55 miles an hour merged over, I was already in kickdown mode. As soon as they turned their turn signal on, I went down to the floorboard. Mm-hmm. And by the time he moved out of the way, I was in those secondaries. I looked over, that cop was there. He had the radar gun pointed at me. I said, fuck it, he's got to get that Hemi behind me. So I jumped off my exit real quick. I don't know how, but he just kept on going down the highway. That was it. Right. She's been sitting since then. I'm not trying to have one of them roll behind me like, hey, 2 weeks ago, were you on 675? Nope, wasn't me.
You got my plate number, mofo?
Right. You did. You weren't even close enough to see how many hairs are on the back of my head, let alone a plate.
I laughed at that when I seen that post. I'm like, oh, fuck. Had the air cleaner flipped upside down, but woo, he was gone.
Hell, I don't know if I have the air breather on it or not. Probably not.
Gordon Walker's in the house. What's going on, Gordon? How you been, buddy? Yeah, that's I've did that before and tried.
Have a good night, professional.
All right, Sean, take care, buddy. Hope I'll see you this weekend, huh? If not before. late and cleaning up while the wife's at work. You know that. I already got my chores done. She asked me if I could do the dishes, and I was like, yeah, I hate doing dishes. But
Wet food is gross.
we do them right after dinner and shit. We don't let them sit around, but that's the easiest way to do it. But when I cook, like if I make tacos or something like that, there's usually a pan and 6 bowls because you got your onions and your peppers and blah blah blah. And
Yep.
hello, Terrence from Flint.
I'm in Ohio. I'm in Dayton, Ohio. See you, Papa Tron. Yeah, Gordon. Last time I was up,
I'll see you soon, Mike. We're planning a trip sometime soon.
no, when was we over there? Was that back in May?
It was Mother's Day weekend or something, wasn't it? Again,
I think so.
I think it was.
But yeah, Gordon. I've been up to Michigan twice to see. The first time was to see Josh and Papa Tron, and then last time was to see Josh, Papa Tron, and Herb here.
And we
We
had
all
fun.
ended 131. Yeah. Yep.
Got to soak in the pool for a little bit. It was a good
Got to
time.
eat on some nasty pizza, but we did it. We got it.
Yeah, our options were definitely running low the time we got back to the hotel. I'm surprised we even got into the pool.
Right. Well, at least we had an hour. Can't be
And I
mad
don't
about
think they wouldn't have messed with us anyway, but we were so wore out from that sun all day. I was anyway. I don't know about you. It didn't take me long to start. The chainsaw was fired up as soon as I hit that bed.
Right.
But I think the wife harder than I do.
I took my medicine as soon as we get back to the hotel room, and I was gone. I was out.
Yep. And then here I am in the morning, ready to rock and roll and get on the road, and you're still sleeping. I'm like, oh,
Right.
Jenny's
Knocking
like,
on the door. Where's my shit?
come a half hour before that, and then Jenny's like, no, it's too early. I said, well, I told him I was going to be early because I wanted to get home because it was supposed to be fucking 95 that day.
Right.
And we ended up taking the expressway. Yeah, we took the expressway home, and I tell you, pulling that car in the trailer, man, I should have went the expressway there. It was so much easier on that Tahoe. I thought it would be worse, you know what I mean? But fuck, I got the cruise on that. I was in cruise control at 70 mile an hour and whew, didn't wiggle, didn't wobble, didn't do shit. But it's a brand new trailer too, so I guess it's supposed to do that.
Or not do that.
Well, I had a trailer before, man. You get on the fucking E-way and that thing started fishtailing like that. You look in the mirror and the trailer's just going like that, man. That'll scare the shit out of you because that Tahoe is such a short wheelbase.
Right. Start moving that front end around.
Oh, yeah. That's all where you put the car at. Yep, that's cool.
I'm just right here. I can still hear you.
Yep. How's it going over your way, Gordon? Yeah, I tell you, when I went there to get that the trailer and they were out of stock, Cam, and the salesman hooked me up with a guy that was waiting on a new trailer to trade mine in. I got lucky. That was in the middle of all this COVID shit. COVID just hit.
Manual.
And there was nothing being built. So I kind of got lucky when the salesman gave me his number and he's like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll sell it to you right now. And then I'll just use that money to put towards my new trailer. So
there you go.
Hell yeah.
I need to get a trailer.
I tell you, I can't live without one. That's right. Right place at the right time. That's nice to have, but man, I need to get that winch mounted up, or a winch. That winch I got from Tony, I kind of Jimmy rigged it on there just to get the blazer loaded that one day, and I think it would have been better because he's got like the leads that come out of it, the wires, and then they're heavy duty wires, they're like cables. Well, then he's got them soldered to a set of jumper cables, that are 20 foot long, and you're supposed to hook it up to your battery. So you know how much voltage drop there is going from that battery on the Tahoe all the way back to that winch? And it's a 4,500 pound winch, and that Blazer doesn't weigh nothing but probably 1,000 pounds right now. You know,
Right.
back then it didn't have no motor in it, nothing. So I don't know. You know, it's just the voltage drop from all that cord or cable. You know, it needs to have a battery mounted on the trailer with short leads to that, and I think it'd be a whole bunch better. That's my opinion, anyway. How's the fam doing?
It's doing. It's doing.
Yeah,
Um,
Jenny showed me that Nicole came back. I was like, awesome.
Yep. A couple weekends ago, I sent you the pictures. It was my grandpa's 94th birthday.
Really?
Yep, those pictures I sent you.
I didn't get no pictures. Did I open them?
No, you're right. I think I sent you just the picture of the Monte Carlo. Let me see.
Yeah, it was you. It was a picture of a motor, a rear end, and then you and I think Nicole. Or no, it's your grandpa standing by
me and
the.
my grandpa.
How old?
94.
Awesome, dude. Did you take him for a ride in the car?
He didn't want to go.
He probably heard about your Smoking the Bandit episode.
The Smoking the Bandit was after that.
94, he's probably used to the old wooden wheel Model A type. You got to go in the front and crank it over.
My Caprice that I have outside my 91, I bought that for him because he had one of those brand new and somebody totaled it. Well, then he got a replacement car, which was not another Caprice. And then he got rid of that because he didn't like it, traded in for something different. And he hated that. So his third car after the Caprice that got totaled was another Caprice, but it was 3 years later. And he had to sell that to help pay for the surgery my grandma had. She had a tumor on her brain.
Oh, no,
insurance wouldn't cover all of it, so he had to sell the Caprice to help pay for it. And he's always talked about getting another Caprice. He wishes he had another Caprice. They don't make them like that anymore, type thing. So that Caprice I have outside is for him.
Awesome, dude.
And it just sucked that I didn't get it on the road to take it up there to him. He knows about the car. He's driven the car before. But it just sucks that I wasn't able to take it up to him on his birthday to cruise. So
I know my dad, you know, I think I told you guys a story before. My dad being in hot rods, Mopars his whole life. And when he started raising my sisters, he gave up all the hot rods and all that shit. And he's never got one, you know, because he had to take care of my two sisters, you know, by himself. And I got a guy would hook me up on a 73 short box Dodge. All right, Cam, check you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. And Gordon, I definitely will tell her a late happy birthday from you, buddy. But but the truck's out in Washington, you know, so quite the road trip to go get it. And that's my goal, is to go get it and get a motorhome 440 or something and put it in and just give it to him. You know, 74 years old, you know, gave up all that shit, all them years. And, you know, he got hit by a car after that working and was on disability and shit. And never got a chance to get into the hot rods again. So I want to do that for him. And I've been talking to my sisters to help split the cost, you know, to go out and get it. So I'd have to rent a vehicle. I'm not going to try and take my Tahoe across country. But Jenny said she'd have a week of work, and we got the brand new trailer. And
well, I'll tell you, if you guys choose to go with a newer style motor, like with a 90s Mopar, I do have a 360 that I was going to put in my 96 Ram sitting down at the shop, not doing nothing with it.
And that's basically the same. What is it? What do they call it? The Magnum motors?
Yeah, it's a Magnum 360.
Yeah, that would work too. I mean, it doesn't have to be a 440, but my dad always loved the big block shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with the way things are nowadays, sometimes it's cheaper to do the big block. Sometimes it's cheaper to do the small block. You know
We
what I
all
mean?
can dream about, like I said earlier in this live chat, the big plans for the Blazer and all that shit and how slow it's going because it just costs so much fucking money, dude. It's like, I'm not rich, you know what I mean? I can only do what I can do. And I told myself I will never build another big block Chevy as long as I live.
Oh, maybe I should have done this the other way. Hold on. Be right back.
All right. Good H2O.
Don't talk to me about slow builds.
Oh yeah, I got that one out in the truck. What is that? A GT45?
Hold on. Woo.
Who makes it?
I don't even know. It's an eBay turbo.
It's probably the same one I got. That GT45 from oh fuck, what's the name of it? Was that T4 flange? Hot side's bigger than the cold side, which is good.
Yep. I don't know who makes it.
Yeah, because mine is
Where do you get
Max Speeding Rods,
Yeah.
and I'm selling it. I probably shouldn't say it on live because they want me to do a video on it, but there again, the boy, he's a financially dad. He said it's so much cheaper to go with, and I told him in the long run, it probably not cheaper to go with nitrous because it costs $60 to fill a 20-pound bottle or a 10-pound bottle, whatever it was that we filled. Yeah, that exhaust housing's huge. What does that say?
J98.
Holy fuck, is that 98 millimeter?
Yes, it is.
Damn, big dog.
She's a big girl.
Yes, it is.
So I'm
Better
gonna
tap
take
them rings for that one. Hold on a second. I'm gonna run up and grab water. Oh,
that's all right. I'm gonna take this turbo back. Oh shit.
you sound like me, like an old man.
And we got this.
You wanna go outside and go potty? Hell's that? Come on, go outside and go potty. Go back. Go back.
And I got this.
Damn, look at you go.
Oh.
Oh.
And this is what I got off old dude that I got those drop spindles from.
Oh, that's what you bought off of him?
This is the one. Well, just this, just the carburetor.
And it still ain't on the money.
Nope, still ain't on the money yet. Come on.
Is that the ABS 2 or whatever they say?
Huh?
Is that the ABS 2?
Why is that so loud? That was so violent.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is the ABS 2.
Yep. I'm trying to help me, and it's in here. Just
Help me
know.
understand how they boxed this.
Jesus, Murph. So yeah, it's still here.
Fuck your
Oh.
camshaft away.
Don't talk to me about camshaft.
Oh, she pretty. Hell yeah, dude. What size is that? 750?
650.
That'd work perfect on the HO motor. It's in the Imani. You beef it up and you probably had to step up a little bit.
Yep.
But she pretty. She got that bling bling.
She got that curb appeal.
Hopefully she got the sing.
Well, I mean, I finally got the title for the El Camino. That's the reason why I haven't done nothing with the El Camino, because there's some shady stuff going on. I had in that deal that I got, I got basically a roller, a chassis, a body, and a tube chassis with some spare parts. Killer fucking deal, but nothing had a title. Okay, the roller didn't have a title, but the spare body and chassis, not the tube chassis, but the regular chassis, that had a title, but that car was disassembled. So I had to take the VIN off of that one with that title and put it on.
You didn't even have to say it. I already know.
Oh, I fucked up.
I already knew where you were going with it, my brother.
That's why I didn't feel right.
Do you know that from a certain year nowadays, like you can get an assembler's title, like if you buy, because like these old cars that sit in people's backyards and somebody passed away and then the cars get shuffled from yard to yard to yard. Basically, They make you just go weigh it, and then tell them what it is. Send them, give them a picture, and they'll give you a title. Hey, we got Leighton Motorsports coming on.
What's up?
What's up, Leighton?
What happened there?
I'm cleaning up my mess.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. I seen you live. Figured I'd jump on. I don't think I've ever been in your live yet.
We just hang around bullshit and shooting the breeze, brother.
Just like some old man talking about the weather.
That's what I used to do on live. When I get out my shop or something, I'll get on YouTube and I won't get nothing done.
Ain't that how it always goes? That a certain job that takes 10 minutes takes you 2 hours if you're trying to do anything on YouTube with it.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think I feel? I got everything I need to fix shit in my house. Hold
How's
on.
the El Camino build coming? He's Terrence. He's another El Camino man, or was that Michigander? That was, I think. Oh, sorry, Leighton. I thought it was you that had the El Camino.
I wish I had an El Camino. I really
Yeah, that was Michigander that did that. What's that?
So I wish I had another Monte Carlo.
Yeah, there's only one of these guys on this live stream that's got the nice Monty. My boy's got one though that we built on the channel here, but he's got the true SS. Terrence there.
I had an '86. I bought 12 years old, working with my dad for $500, and it turned into a straight strip car. Then motor froze and busted. House fire when I was younger, so we just sold it and got rid of it.
Tell you, they're hard to find nowadays. My dog over here yet? Hold on one sec, guys. I gotta see where my dog's at.
Yeah, Gordon. I got a set of headers for my Caprice under the bed. I got new motor mounts. I got a Holley fuel pressure regulator sitting next to my bed on the nightstand. You think I'm shitting? Look, hold on. I'll turn the light on so you can see.
I think there you are.
What's this?
Out there.
What's this? I was on the nightstand.
I made a not a TikTok, but a Instagram post of a guy sitting on a lawn chair. The only thing he had in his apartment, he had a blower and a motor sitting next to the chair, and his feet was on another blower. He said that's true bachelor pad. Yeah. So what do you got? What are you working on over there, Leighton? And where are you out of?
I'm out of Arkansas. I'm on my window truck right now. Got to roll them up.
Getting ready to rain out there?
Nah, just the mosquitoes are out here bad.
You probably got the mosquitoes that look like fucking bats, huh?
And pterodactyls, man. They
Projects going on in the shop, or
that shop ain't that good. That's my project right now. The 79 F.
oh, you know what? I do remember I'm subscribed to your channel. I remember that car.
And
When's the last time you put a video out?
I've been just doing some random videos about goofy mess. I've been helping my buddy Big Block out on his truck for No Name Nationals.
Oh, that down in Sykeston there.
Yeah.
When is that? Next weekend, ain't it?
Yeah, next week. Trying to find if I got a lot out here.
I had a 78 Aspen with a factory 318 4-barrel. It was very rare. That thing would smoke the tires, boy.
You got
I
a
wish it
couple
was
more.
an RT, but it wasn't.
Got a couple more out here. I'm trying to get some light on them. They ain't mine, though. I was working on them.
77 or 78 Trans Am.
I think it's a 76, maybe.
Talk about smoking the Bandit.
Let me see the headlights. It got the single headlight.
Or has it got the quad lights?
I think it's like
Oh yeah, that's 76. Yeah, I like that front end right there. Does it got the snorkel scoops on it too? Like the formula scoops?
I can get some light out here. Hard to see, but
That's a nice car, man.
it's a buddy of mine's. I'm fixing some rust in the trunk, and my buddy Big Block 402, that's his ambassador.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
See if I can get my car over here and turn it around where I can get some light on this other one. I got too many vehicles.
Was that a bad thing?
Well, it is when it's 100 and something degrees and your daily driver with AC has a blowout, and I just think it's time to go get a tire. So I'm driving the work truck with no air.
Oh no shit. Hey Rich, GTR 350R, what's going on, brother? Checking out Leighton Motorsports' rides out there. He kind of froze up for a minute there. Yeah, that's Tony would be drooling all over that car. There you go. He's back.
Well, we thought he was back.
He was for a quick second. Oh, we're doing good. Rich is shooting the shit. I haven't did a live in a while. We our household caught the old COVID finally. It caught up to us after 2.5 years, and the missus got it, the boy got it, I got it. We were sicker than shit for a couple days. Or a couple weeks. So we're getting over it. Getting back to the grind. There you go. He's back. Back again.
Yeah, I got bad here. I live out in the middle of nowhere.
Are you going down to that No Name Nationals yourself to watch? Or are you going to run the Aspen? Or
Nah, the Aspen ain't got a motor in it. It's tore apart in the shop. I'm just going down there to hang out. There's that.
Yeah, she got the snorkel scoops. Them are like off of the formulas. Badass.
And that one, I ain't gonna say too much on, but it might be getting a one of them junkyard truck motors, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Might get a little
grudge racing motor.
Yeah, just a little something. No, just at the junkyard.
That's where they all started at, all the good ones. I don't know, up here in Michigan, man, it's getting pretty scarce out of these salvage yards, man. You can't find shit anymore.
If my wife makes some good money, my wife usually makes pretty good money. It's been slow this month. But
Glenn said LS swap.
how'd you read my mind?
And that's what everybody's doing. You know what? You know how much hate you're gonna get off the internet if you put an LS in that fucking Mofar?
Why do you
You
think
know, you should tell people that you're gonna put a Coyote motor in it.
If I could afford the Coyote motor, I'd put it in there in a heartbeat. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, there's a whole bunch of wrecked Mustangs at the yard.
There's people that can't drive them.
Yeah, but everywhere local to me, they're like $6,000-7,000 for the motor and transmission.
Yeah, I know it.
You can buy a wrecked F-150 with a 5.0 for that.
Yeah, but it ain't no Coyote. Rich said you'll get more hate if you put a Ford in it. Ford in a Mopar is worse than a Chevy in a Mopar, Rich. Hopefully Tony's Garage don't see this and then get your name. He'll be giving you some emails. The fuck are you doing putting an LS in a Mopar?
He can send me all the emails he wants. At least I ain't neutral dropping stuff.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't. It's his thing and all, but that neutral drop stuff that get some people in trouble.
If you got the money to fix the shit, I know what happens on a neutral drop.
I do too. I've done them before when I was younger.
I tell you what, I had a 67 Buick Skylark. It had a power glide in it. And when I could go 50 mile an hour and drop that son of a bitch in reverse and nail it, and it would just smoke the tires in reverse from 50 going forward. You think it'd be the same, Rich said. Yeah, I'm down for anything. I mean, we were just talking earlier about haters on the internet, and it don't bother me.
Me and Rich talk a lot. He'll text me out.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's gave me some tips on some aluminum TIG welding.
Yep, I think the last video he dropped was of his car out in the garage. Man, that sounds mean.
Yeah, Glenn, you are right. A 7.5 GM is junk.
Yeah, I know. That's what's under the asset of my Monte Carlo. I hate it.
I found a 8.5 out of a Olds Cutlass and put in my Monte. But your drive shaft needs to be like a half inch or an inch shorter.
Yeah, I know.
We put the Grand National rear end under the boys' Monte here. We found one for $1,500. Come with a drive shaft. It come disc brake swapped already. 390 gears with a Detroit locker in it. I mean, we got a good deal on it.
I had a 70-18 locker.
Yeah, I told him, I said, fuck, I said, that 8.5 that you just put in that fucking Monte is way better than, I mean, I got better parts in my 8.5 underneath the El Camino. But I think the housings are actually stronger for the the Grand Nationals, where the tubes come into the pumpkin. Carolina Cowboy, what's going on, buddy? I ain't seen you in a while. Been watching all your videos, man. Crazy as hell as always. Awesome, man.
I built my first motor when I was about 12. It was a 358 small block Chevy.
That's 40 over, right?
Yeah. And had a turbo 350 crank in it, half-inch rear end. And that's about it. 650 Holly.
That's what we started out on the boys' car. We had that Edelbrock, like Terrence's car, but it wasn't the AVS2, but it was an Edelbrock 650. And
I never could get the Edelbrock to do right, so I just
it lay over. You know, we couldn't. We put that 750. What the hell was it? Brawler on it, 750 Brawler. Man, I tell you, it woke that car up. He's number 3 on it. We got a little list here in our town. The younger guys do. I guess there's some older guys on it too, but I ain't a part of it. Is basically what I'm saying. But he's number 3 on it. He's beating big block Chevy pickups and supercharged Mustang. He raced a Z06 Corvette. I mean, if they weren't quarter mile, he'd get his ass dusted. But that car leaves hard, you know, and they just can't catch him in the 8th.
I'm about an hour, 4 different tracks. And they shut Memphis. I'm right there about 30 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee. And they shut that drag strip down. So that kind of sucked. But then
you got JJ's Outlaw strip there, that street out there. You go test and tune on any time.
Not anymore.
That they shut that street down too?
The spot that they filmed the first show with JJ and Chief and all them, they
Yeah.
put speed up. So when they moved to the other spot back there by the container yard, uh, they put up speed bumps and sky cops about 3 weeks ago.
Oh no shit. That probably pissed him right off. Because at
So
first ain't the first spot you're talking about that ain't that where he put zip tie in the bumper racing Chief or
that was
something?
that was the air park there.
Okay.
We had the gate, which they just shut down, but there's 2 other spots that I know of that.
Yeah, because I mean, anybody that lives around that area can see in the background. I always thought it was a school that was over on the side. But anybody that lives around that area that watches JJ's show could probably pick out exactly where that location's at.
Yeah, I got a buddy. He did a couple shows with JJ. Then Big Block Killer, my father-in-law, used to farm with him.
Oh no shit!
I,
Damn.
I never got to go to the filming because we was always farming. But oh well.
Yeah, I got a guy that's subscribed to my channel. I can't remember his fucking name right off the top of my head, but he was actually on 1320's video of doing a Detroit street racing.
Yeah,
And he won it. And he had a 55 Chevy with a little small block in it. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, man, you're down there. You're down in the thick of it down there, man.
yeah. The mosquitoes are horrible out here, man.
I tell you what, since we're on the JJ subject, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Chelsea and Doughboy are still together, or did they split up?
I can't comment on that one because
You probably know, don't you? Because
I don't
you know Big Block Killer and all them.
I don't know the full situation on that. I know my wife's cousin is married to Doughboy's mama. So I don't really know all the situation. I kind of leave that one alone.
Yeah, well, I would, I was reading comments on some of their videos, and
There's been stuff, man. I see stuff all the time.
Why is Doughboy not on the show and she's on the show and blah blah blah, and she's all dolled up now and looking single. Some comments were saying, and so I just figured you were down in the heart of all that shit, maybe. But I understand it's not your business to say, and I appreciate that also. I can respect that.
Still together as far as last time I heard, but I don't ever ask. It's one of those things: don't ask, don't tell.
Hell yeah.
I don't ask because I want to know. But since the episode aired about this, those new cars and stuff, I thought it was funny when they went to that barn for that little white Nova.
You know the guy that owned it?
Well, I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
No, you're not. This video's getting deleted after it's done, so I've never saved my lives.
I don't really think that guy owned that car. I'm just saying that.
Well, I think it was kind of funny on that part too, because he's like, yeah, we're gonna buy one of them bolt-on front ends and put on it, and here it is, a fucking full tube chassis front end now with struts, race struts on it and all that. So I'm like, yeah, that was kind of here nor there.
I lost signal again.
Yeah, did you hear what I said about the bolt-on front end?
Oh yeah, both of them. No, what'd you say about that?
When I was watching, the build of that on Endgame, JJ's like, yeah, we're gonna take and cut the front end off, and we're gonna buy one of them new bolt-on front ends that that way we can fit this motor down in there better and lighten it up. And here it is, one of them tube chassis front ends, and it's got the race struts on it and all that shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's definitely not a stock bolt-on front end. Because they were supposed to represent stock cars, stock interiors, stock suspension.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I know where that car sits, or used to sit. And I know that I used to put chemical and seed bags right beside that car.
Oh, no shit. Fuck, I would end up trying to buy it yourself then.
I seen that video and I started laughing because I used to work with all them guys. It was funny. That big guy that owned the car, that dude right there is something else. He's funny. He's crazy.
Is it? I mean, did he portray himself like in the show as how he would be in real life? Like when
Oh,
he offered him that low amount of cash, he told him pretty much fuck off.
he's definitely that crazy. I'm telling you. Like a taillight warranty. He's goofy, man. He's funny though.
What link did you post, Terrence?
Rich told me to drop my link for my channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody
Now-
that's in here, go check him out. Hit him up.
Now, I'm not a content creator. I don't post a lot of videos. I was just sitting there thinking, like, the last cool video I shot was the day that I pulled my Monte Carlo out of my boss's mom's garage. The day that I got it, which was the first day of 2021.
Now, do you still have the other Monty too, or no?
No, it's gone.
You son of a bitch.
It's gone.
I figured that because when you showed me the ass end of it, and I'm like, oh, there's my car, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, no, it's my buddy's car. And I'm like, well, fuck, that looks like your old car, but I left it alone. So I figured now that the subject came up, I would ask you. What's the weather down there right now?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquito.
I can see the fuckers flying behind you. Woo!
Last week it was like 80s high, 85 high. Today and tomorrow it's 101. I was like, right, here's second summer coming.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to. It's been in the 80s here for the last week, and we're supposed to be getting down, and our highs are going to be in the upper 60s. I think it's tomorrow. We got a cold front coming through.
I wish you'd get down to 65, 70. And no
Perfect work weather for us fat guys.
Right. The thing about it is I'm in Ohio, and Rich just said he watched a couple of my videos. But no, I'm in Ohio. It's supposed to be 93 tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday is supposed to be a high of 65.
Perfect working weather for me.
I'm ready.
A lot of my times I have to work at night when my wife gets home and the kids go to sleep. But like tonight, ain't no way I'm doing anything. Too many mosquitoes. It's too hot. I got to work tomorrow. Usually Friday and Saturday nights I'm outside working.
Hell yeah. What do you do for a living?
Weld.
Awesome. Hell yeah. My boy, he's a TIG welder by trade.
Yeah, you can have a snack, baby. Daughter at the front door.
Well, Arkansas, I'm trying to think of you're by Memphis. So how far are you down from like New Orleans and like all that shit?
No idea. I don't know. I'm sure it's
My geographical map right now is all fucked up. I'm trying to think. I know you're Midwest, they call you. I guess you would. I mean, what's your time zone? Central?
Midwest, Mid-South. I don't know.
What's your time zone? Because right now we're at 10:19.
I'm at 9:19.
So you're an hour behind us. So that'd be what, Central, I think it'd be.
Yeah, you're closer to California than we are.
Yeah.
So he's like Mid-South, Midwest. Well, that's pretty awesome, man. I can't wait to see some of them builds. I know as soon as I seen that car, I'm like, oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's gonna be after the first year. We got
Go ahead.
We got two a vacation and a business.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on here right now and make sure I still got you.
My wife texted me off here.
Anybody that is in here, make sure you guys go check Leighton out. Leighton Motorsports. And we also got obviously Terrence and Glenn Codas and Rich GTR and Carolina Cowboy. I mean, if you guys are having a bad day and you need a good laugh, go watch this man's channel, because I tell you what, he's one funny son of a bitch, and he ain't afraid to roast you if you're doing something shady.
Had to come in. Little man woke up. He's supposed to be sleeping.
It's coming up. Power Sports, Leighton Power Sports.
I'll read this another time. Hey, it's time for medicine.
Yep.
Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta get this little man back to bed.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping on, man. What was your name?
Robert.
Robert. I'm Herb. That's Terrence. Nice to meet you. Anytime you see us out, and check out your videos here, and I am subscribed. I thought I was, but that is you with the burned up tire, huh?
I see you got the tire guy video. That tire guy was crazy.
Well, you have a good night, man, and good luck putting little man back to bed.
Yeah, appreciate it. See y'all.
All right, later on. Good dude, man.
Yep.
So you get people all around the country. That's what I love about my YouTube channel, man. Is like you meet people. You know, it'd be nice to make some money to help out on the fucking projects too, but you know, the people that you meet and the friendship that you make it makes it all worth it. You know how many times I wanted to give up because I was sick of fucking spending all this money to make content, and I was like, fuck it. You know, the people that you meet, like you, for instance, Mr. Boyer, Mr. MF, Mr. MF Boyer,
Motherfucking Boyer. Mr. Be Real.
That's it. Send me a heads up next time. I was in the garage packing for Indy. He's going racing, boys.
Making a left turn.
He don't left turn. He's straight.
I figured.
He's got the fastest. He's got the fastest OBS that I know of so far.
Man, I love me some OBS.
Club cab OBS.
I love me some
OBS. You ever seen
OBS.
anybody race an OBS club cab?
Yep.
No, I'm not talking the White Rhino from OKC.
No. I got family members that were making mud drags.
Says you're muted, Glenn. Yeah, Leighton, he seems like a pretty good dude, and I've watched his videos before, and he seems like a pretty good dude. I figured I'd throw that in about the you know, the Chelsea and Doughboy situation, but he really didn't want to answer that. You know, the Chelsea and Doughboy situation. You're back feeding again, brother. You're back feeding again, brother. There you go. That sounds better. Hey, man, you always got to take care of them kiddos, right? Right, Rich? Man, say that 5 times in a row. Right, Rich?
You all right, buddy? You all right?
I don't know. I need my medicine. Yeah, I don't know why it's back feeding, Glenn. Like I said, usually if you got the live pulled up on your computer and your cell phone, it tries to do that. So
1024, temp is 60 degrees.
We're at 64 right now, it's saying.
I can't trust my weather app.
Me neither. Oh, that was Gordon saying what it is in Flint. Yeah, because I was wondering why, I'm going to go out and say it because, I don't know all them guys down there. My opinion, I heard that Doughboy got in some kind of trouble. is why he didn't get to be on the show. That Discovery actually pulled him off, but I don't know. Like I said, I believe what Leighton said. Don't ask, don't tell type deal. It ain't none of my business. But I just going through the comments on on his videos, you always seen. I think JJ actually made a video where he asked. He said, "Chelsea, are you still with Doughboy?" Everybody wants to know. Blah blah blah. Because he actually did a video back in the day, but I don't know. I just figured I'd ask that since he was down in that neck of the woods. But I agree with him 100% that there's too much to say about that show, so I quit asking stuff about it. That's what he just posted. Hey, you're all good, man. I ain't gonna grill you for it. I just figured it, since you said you knew Big Block and figured you'd know what was happening, but I respect the no speak, no tell, all that kind of shit. So 100%. Hell yeah, he's good people. I'm glad he stopped on, and hopefully he comes back again on the panel. It's always nice to have new people on, even though, Terrence, you're an awesome motherfucker.
I'm still ugly.
We can't fix that. I'm stupid, so you can't fix stupid either.
Beer fixes both. Thank you.
Makes the day a little bit better, that's for sure. We all got to wish Grady good luck at Indy this weekend, though. Mr. Grady, good luck. Be safe. We're always rooting for the truck, man. Yeah, he's got a nice truck. We talked about it, and because I kind of talked to Grady and Vent. It was like about building the Blazer, and he understands. And he said that his project sat around for so many years before he finally had to make the decision to get a credit card with X amount of dollars and just build it and be done with it. And it was quite steep, the numbers that he was talking, but you have to do it. I mean, in order to, and that was his dream. And, because like I said before, I was at the point where I was about to give up, you know what I mean? And I ain't going to let it defeat me, but I think on my YouTube, what the fuck was I thinking comes up a lot in my questionnaire on myself. What was you thinking when you wanted to start a car channel? Not realizing how much it actually takes to keep a car channel rolling. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you go out and break your shit, or like, Josh and Papatron, they're not afraid to go out and blow their shit up. And then, and put new motors in and this, that, and the other. And I guess I'm too easy on my shit because I don't want to blow my shit up. That's $12,000 in there. And how long it'd probably take me to small blocks. I'm not saying it'd take forever because they're a lot cheaper than the big block shit. I was like, man, what are you doing with this big block, dude? I think you should just sell it, take the engine combination back apart that's in the El Camino, bring the compression back up, and put all that shit in the Blazer, and we would have a badass truck, with a small block. I've always been small block kind of a guy because let me see what they're saying here. It's a DUI thing. I know where I probably should. Hey, don't we all? Had to put bead locks on her. Uh-oh. You know what that means. You're making too much power. I put the white chalk marks on my tires, and they turned on the valve stem to see if it was spinning on the wheel, and they are. That part, I was so pissed off when I went and picked them wheels up, and he said them wheels were bent. And, I was like, there's no way, I guess I was contradicting the drive shaft shop. I was contradicting the, my buddy's shop out there that does all my tire work. And I just had a bad day. And even Jenny, she told me, she says, you need just to calm down and just relax and just woosah. It'll be okay. I told her, how the fuck we're going to get the drive shaft fixed, But Mr. Tony stepped up, which was awesome, and helped me out. for some reason, he does not like to see the El Camino not mobile. Because when I sold him my old Dart engine, you know, it sat in the back shop of his yard over there at the tranny shop under a cover for probably about 2-3 months, you know, and I was still in my healing process. I had a cast on my leg and I was actually walking around at that time. But that's when he came to me and offered me the deal that he offered me, you know, to get this engine built. So he says, here's a Summit Racing card, build your engine and make the payments. I'm like, are you sure? And then when I ordered the heads and all that shit, he's like, holy fuck, I told you to build an engine, not a goddamn. Oh, yeah, Grady, 2 inches. Oh, my God. I'm surprised you didn't blow the beads right off it. Smoke med puff puff, Gordon says. I think he's talking to you.
I think he is too. I feel calmed out.
Well, come back on, Glenn, if you think you got it fixed. Let's try it. Because when I'm on somebody's live and it does that, or even if I'm on this live and I turn on that video, it'll backfeed or echo like that. Yeah, Grady, we're trying to get the El Camino back together because that Bay Cities roller race that I've been talking about is this Sunday coming up, the 24th. And I got a lot of people that's going that's wanting me to go and bullshit. And so we're going to try and get it back together. I got to get a tail shaft. Tony's got another tail shaft for the Trance over there. And like I was telling everybody earlier in the live feed, that video that I did with the drive shaft, there was more to it than just that. I didn't show on video, which I don't know why, but I just didn't. It broke the ladder bars, bunch of shit. So we're in the process.
Did you jump it?
Huh?
Did you jump the damn car?
No, me and Jenny coming back from the car show or car meet or whatever, we launched it and it fucking power hopped and it never power hopped before. That's why I think, I was like, wow, is the tires out of balance or what the fuck's going on here? Well, and it had a vibration at 131, which it did have a little vibration before we even raced there. I noticed that the year before. And I remembered it back at 131 after racing it there. Well, it wasn't just the tires, obviously. It was the fucking drive shaft was twisted. And according to the Stevie over there, the tire place, my rims are bent, my ladder bars are broke, the tail shaft, the bushing's gone, just beat the fuck out of it. So there's quite a bit of shit that's fucked up. So we're in the process, which I'll show on video. I mean, I'm not scared to show it. I just don't know why I showed it. I was pissed off. Maybe it's why. Like I told Jenny, this car is so old. I mean, it's 51 years old, 52 years old. And it seems like every time that and we told ourselves before, if we took the Dart motor out and the trans brake out of it and all that, it was going to be a cruiser with this engine. And this engine still turned out to be 600 horse, solid roller cam, and you've launched the son of a bitch and it just breaks shit. The one, I did a video way back when we still lived in the trailer park. We went out and launched it and it come up and it fucked the front end up. I thought, I was like, what the fuck? Because it was doing, like, what the hell's going on with this? I don't know if when it come up so far that it pulled the balls out of the socket or whatever, but it ended up breaking the pitman arm and all kinds of shit. There's a video on that way back in the archives. But yeah, that car has never power hopped like that. And I went back in the Tahoe and looked at the tracks and you could just see it like pop, pop. There was dark black marks and then light, then dark again, then light, dark, light, dark, light. and you could feel it in the car like bah, and I let off immediately, you know what I mean? But it was still probably a 15, 20 foot patch. But yeah, it definitely broke some shit. And like I was telling everybody earlier, Grady, that the ladder bars, the way they got it hooked up is that they're mounted to the frame in the front, obviously with the brackets that go through the front of the lower control arms. But when it comes over the rear end, it's got the bracket that goes on the front side of the rear end, then it's got a bracket that bolts to the back of the tube. Well, somebody welded them there. Why, I don't know. I don't even know if it's going to hurt not being welded, but it's always been welded. So I figured, to stiffen up the axle tubes is why they did it. Well, I mean, it cracked both welds right straight through on both of them. So, and it wasn't cracked before. I mean, I climbed underneath the car and my eyeballs immediately just went right straight to them. Like, holy shit, what the power hopping, is not good for nothing. Which, I mean, if you get a stock vehicle and you power hop it, you got a chance of breaking drive shaft, U-joints, pinions, the tail shaft off your, the trans. And Tony's like, well, you need to bring me that tail shaft. I was like, well, the guy at the drive shaft place said that the yoke looks good. And he told me that usually if your bushing goes out of your tail shaft, it'll chew up your yoke. There'll be marks on your yoke. He says, well, do you have a yoke since they're building the dry shaft right now? I said, yeah, I got a yoke that I put in there so it wouldn't leak fluid. He says, all right, well, I'm going to stop over. And he stopped over that night, and we got the yoke in there, and he clunk, 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 clunk. And he's like, well, look at here. And he's like, you see that? And it was cracked by where the speedometer housing bolts into it. So the drive shaft jumped up so hard in there that it cracked the tail shaft, like around the speedometer. It's not leaking fluid, but it's cracked. So he said he's got another tail shaft for me. I got pictures of the El Camino doing a matter of fact, I gotta show you. This is back probably 7 years ago, 6 years ago. Of the El Camino. This is with the trans brake slicks, the dart motor. It was a 400 small block. But we had a good time with it. But we wanted to, I didn't want to keep twisting the fucker up. So, like I said, once I started the channel and we built this new engine, it got detamed. Let me find it here. You see her?
Yep.
But if you look at the passenger side, Jenny took the picture, so the angle that she was on didn't get both, but the passenger side was way lower. So it was wheeling hard on the driver's side and not so much on the passenger side. So it was twisting is what it was doing. But yeah, them were the good old days. And like I said, the guy that had the drive shaft work done, because it's never really been raced, since I got hurt. It's always sat around. I sold the engine out of it. I was kind of just trying to get my game plan back together. And then after we got this engine in it, I noticed the vibration and shit. And the drive shaft, the yokes don't line up. Like the back U-joint, if you put the drive shaft up to where cap to cap, like the front cap and the back cap, it's off by so many thousandths or whatever is what they said. So it's twisted in the middle. Which he said he's surprised with the stock drive shaft. They're only an 055 wall, which is a little bit thicker than a 3-inch pipe, exhaust pipe. So 289 high pull with a Doug Nash street strip 5-speed. First really tall. Oh, yeah. Dump the clutch in that and you'll be doing it. Like I said, I couldn't even imagine being in that Blazer when it was doing the fucking wheel stands that it did. Holy shit. Like Grady said, climbing the ring gear is what it was doing. I got to go grab the charger. This thing's about to die. Hold on a second. Oh. Thor, you don't look too comfortable, buddy. Go up here and lay down. Come on. Get up here. Okay, barely even climb the steps. Go lay down. Get in your bed. Go get in your bed. Oh, man. Watching him move really makes my heart hurt. He's beginning to be an old fucking man. And I'm not looking forward to what's got to happen. You know what I'm talking about. Where in the fuck's the hole at? That sounds like a personal problem.
Right.
Oh, there we go. It just brightened up. Yeah. Rich
I'm
says
gonna
I
have to jump
missed
off here in a
that.
minute.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to jump off here in a minute.
Yeah, we've been on for almost 2.5 hours. I think we're about to wrap it up. The missus is going to be home here soon.
Sweet.
But as usual, guys, I really appreciate everybody for stopping in and saying hello. Mr. MF Boyer, appreciate you coming on and keeping me company, keeping the fans all, or the people, I guess ain't fans, my friends, I guess, keep them in good spirits. Gordon, thanks for stopping in. Rich, Grady, Glenn. Jenny just said 25 minutes a little while ago.
Layton.
She's on the countdown at work. She had to work nights tonight. She got her new store, though. I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah, you said it in the video, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I pay attention.
She's but she likes it. She's the big dog now. Now she's only got to work one weekend a month, and usually she got to work one night a month just to make sure everything is done correctly and for that kind of stuff. But yeah, she's pretty happy, but it's all good. But all right, guys, we're going to shut her down. I appreciate everybody for stopping in. Glenn, my browser is blocking my access. Hey, Glenn, I think you, didn't I email you or instant messenger my number? Give me a holler sometime, man. We'll bullshit. Or we'll try it again. But I appreciate everybody for stopping in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Later on, guys.
See ya.